Hello my dear cyber family. Let me start with my intro music of high quality. Hello and welcome to my first inaugural evening taping / transmission. Yes, things are getting more logistically complex and I'm finding it more and more difficult to find a space and time to record, but here we are. I find it very useful to do this. I hope you find it useful too. For me, it certainly has been a way of keeping sane and lifting my energy and spirit. Have you, since my last broadcast, my last recording, I hope some or all of you, in fact, hopefully, have been clapping at 8 p.m. I think in most countries for your wonderful medical personnel. I've been doing it every evening since I spoke to you, and it's wonderful. It actually really feels like a community now where I live. I think it's a lovely gesture as well, and great for raising energy. I hope you're doing it. Try it, see how you like it. I'm also wondering if any of you have taken my Eurovision / Global Vision challenge seriously. I was serious about being unserious, and I think it would help. Well, again, it's all about raising energy, so that's the idea behind it. I have been thinking about it. I haven't come up with a fully developed concept yet, but I am thinking of something for myself along environmental lines, because that's a cause. It's horrible to say cause, because it always sounds like some kind of pejorative. Her cause, she's railing against this and that. I'm not railing against anything. I just am very sensitive to the environment, and frankly, I get very upset / sad when I see somebody polluting, littering and disrespecting the environment in general. And I will say that nature is definitely having a breather with all these lockdowns across the world, and it's palpable and it's visible and you can smell it. The air smells different. The sun feels different with all the layers of pollution gone, here at least, and you can actually see and hear birds you would never normally see or hear. I the other day, actually a couple of days in a row, I saw a family of sort of grey doves. I think they're doves. That's certainly not the standard pigeon, and it was just really amazing. I mean, really beautiful. And so there are definitely some positives during this extremely difficult time, and I hope when all this is over we'll have retained some of the lessons and we'll, I hope work towards a society where and the environment and nature in general are more protected and taken into account. Anyway, my blah political spiel over. So yeah, please, if you are interested, if you like to sing, even if you think you're tone deaf, please do participate with any kind of content you like. No judgment, we don't care, we just want people involved. As I said, the original Eurovision was supposed to take place in May, which is, I'm going to keep to those dates as well. Please let me know by email or LinkedIn, or if you have the possibility of leaving comment here and tell me if you're interested. You don't even need an instrument, just use pots and pans like people have been while clapping for medical personnel. Let's make some beautiful noise together. So now on a more serious note, well, I'm trying not to be too serious because we've got enough serious things throughout the day to deal with. So I spoke, I don't know if it was last time or the time before, about collective meditation. I'm still very much involved in that, and I am doing the meditations that I talked about at least once a day. Now there's another meditation that where the person or people or whoever initiating it are trying to reach a critical mass of over 140,000 people participating, because of course, again, the more the merrier, to create to uplift our energy and the earth's energy. So if you're interested and if you can participate, I will say it's going to maybe be a bit complicated for people in Europe because the meditation takes place early in the morning on, I think, Sunday, April 5th. So Sunday, April 5th, early in the morning, or I think 4:45. I will post a link below so you can check the exact time and, you know, the content of the protocol for the meditation. So, you know, what to visualize, what to imagine, invoke, etc. So 4:45 a.m. morning, Sunday, 5th of April. I'll link it below. I will be doing the meditation, and if you can, I'd really encourage you to do it as well. Nay, I would love it if you did. So update on situation here. I did say that there was more chirpitude from the birds and plants and animals enjoying the wonderful weather we're having without human interference. The weather's been beautiful for the past week. I've been sunbathing on the balcony every day. I haven't really gone out of the apartment for I think 3 weeks now. But I have been getting that vitamin D daily. Approximately 1 hour in the sun every day. Gorgeous skies, as I said. Pretty much no visible pollution. Certainly it feels cleaner. The sun is a lot stronger. It actually is starting to feel like the sun that I experienced in New Zealand, where we had no ozone layer, or probably still don't have an ozone layer. So it's amazing. I found some alfalfa seeds that I wanted to sprout a long time ago, and I finally got around to doing it because we want to make sure we have enough greens in our diet. So I'll be using those. If you've got anything like that lying around, I'd encourage you to use that as well. It's full of various lovely good things. Alfalfa seed sprouts. So that's something I've been entertaining myself with. What else can I tell you? Well, this is not really important information, but I did think about this story of mine from about a month ago or a month and a half ago, just as all this sort of craziness was starting to take hold in France, and I think I was an advanced panicker. I will confess that I was quite panicked. I mean, you know, it's normal, it's an unprecedented situation. So before any of this lockdown stuff happened, before even most people in France realized how serious it was, I was following events in Asia, so I was kind of preparing myself for what was to come, mentally at least. And one day I went to the supermarket to buy some supplies, groceries like you normally do at the grocery store. And I took my favorite backpack, which I bought in New Zealand a number of years ago with my now ex-boyfriend, and I was very attached to the backpack. Had to repair it a couple of times because the straps had broken, and I never wanted to let it go because it was pretty and it was something I bought with an ex-partner, and, you know, lots of sentimental value. So I took that with me like I normally do when I go shopping, because, you know, it's easier to carry a backpack, heavy things in a backpack. So went to the shop, bought everything or gathered everything I needed, and started packing things up, because I don't know if you know, in France most shops will not pack things for you. You have to do it yourself. So you always got time pressure with all these people tapping their feet waiting for you to pack your things up. So it's quite stressful when you go shopping by yourself, for me at least. Anyway, I was trying to pack everything super speedily, and for the first time in my life, and I always go shopping by myself, I've always done, and it's always stressful, but for whatever reason, I guess because my mind was occupied with other thoughts, i.e. stress, fear, etc., I ended up dropping the bag that I'd packed all these glass things in and creating a big mess on the floor with my glass bottle breaking. I was mopping everything up in full view of all the many customers waiting for me to move. Anyway, long story short, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I wasn't in the moment. I was in fear, and I was so stressed, and I ended up causing a mess and a problem, embarrassment, extra stress for myself. So lesson number 1, try to reduce stress, eliminate if you can, and be in the present. Whatever you're doing, be in the present, because otherwise you're making more of a mess for yourself. Lesson number 2, So I was talking about this. Why was I talking so much about this bag? Wow, I'm not exactly bag obsessed. Well, when I got home, I left all the broken thing, well, the various things that I bought, which were still, well, like some of which were broken, the glass things which were broken. I left them inside the bag because I couldn't get rid of them in the shop. And I put the bag or the backpack inside another bag to be dealt with later on after I'd unpacked everything. And I told my sister, okay, this is my backpack isn't, or I said there's broken glass in here, don't touch it, leave it for me or whatever. I don't remember exactly what I said. In any case, my sister, trying to be helpful because I was very stressed that day, I actually broke down and cried. I was very stressed about various things. And trying to be helpful, she actually took the bag down to the rubbish bin without checking what was inside, thinking that was only broken glass. Of course, it was my backpack, and as it would happen, when it rains, it doesn't rain, but it pours. That was collection day, and by the time I realized my backpack was not where I'd left it, the rubbish bins had already been emptied, and so long to my wonderful bag. Luckily, there was nothing of great value or nothing confidential inside, but there was also like a really good quality mini nail kit that I'd had for many years. Gosh, I can't even remember how many years. Many. Which I didn't want to part with. I didn't want to part with the bag either. Anywho, scandal. Lesson, emotional attachment, sentimental value, yes, but sometimes we need to let go of old things to let in new things, and certainly I was overly attached to both those possessions and had to very quickly learn to let go and accept that things happen, right? Not a big deal. Well, it was a big deal on that particular evening, but no more. And the final part of this beautiful saga, I realized at the end of the day that the night before, so the night preceding that fateful day, I had actually dreamt that my sister had taken my backpack and thrown it away, and I couldn't figure out in my dream why she would do that, because it was a perfectly good bag. She knew I loved it. She just purposely threw it away. And at the end of the day, I realized I had actually dreamt of this exact event happening. So, third lesson. So, first lesson, glass breaking in the shop. Remain alert. I mean, alert in a good, positive way in the moment, and focus on what you're doing. Bag leaving, let go of the old, be able to release attachment. And the dream, trust your intuition, because I didn't pay heed to my intuition from the dream. And bye-byes goes the bag and the beautiful nail kit. So that's my little story for the day. Such a fascinating story. So yes, to reiterate, Eurovision, or whatever you want to call it, please participate. It would make me so happy, and I think you'd feel much better too. Meditation, again, please participate. Find all the information in the link below. Again, even if you don't believe in woo-woo things, it still doesn't cost you anything. Of course, getting up at 4 something in the morning is not fun, so I understand if you say no. But maybe try doing at least the other meditation I recommended, which you can do at 8 p.m. or a.m. every day, or any other time. Some contribution is better than none, right? So that would be it for this update. There isn't much more to say. Again, everybody in my family is well and healthy. Not all my friends have been as lucky. I know some whose parents have become sick with coronavirus, unfortunately. But for the most part, my friends and family are fine. So stay safe, do what you're supposed to, and do fun things. Because all we have right now is the moment. We don't know what the future holds. The past is over. We'll probably never go back to the way things were, and perhaps that's for the best. But right now, all we have is right now. And the more laughter we can have right now, the better, right? So get on with it, okay, people? Meditate, yo. Do your singing, yo. Any kind of music, whatever. Bang on those pots, bang, bang away. That's what pans are for, right? Make some music, people. Again, please get in touch with me. I have had some friends getting in touch with me after a very long time, and it's wonderful. It's a bit sad that it took this for that to happen, but please do get in touch, because the reason I'm sending you a link is because I don't know what's going on with you, and I'd love to know what's going on. Reach out if you need anyone to talk to. I don't have a lot of time, but I can find time. I love you all. And outro, Eurovision song will probably not include this instrument, but it may. Pots and pans, probably. Au revoir.